Hi, my name is Bill Wiese, and I'm the author of the book 23 Minutes in Hell. And I want to answer a question I receive quite often, and that is, why does 70 or 80 years of sin in our lives deserve an eternity of punishment in hell? That doesn't sound reasonable. The crime doesn't seem to fit the punishment. Well, there are several reasons. First, the greater the one sinned against, the graver the sin. In other words, if I lie to you about my age, it would be wrong. But if I lie to the Supreme Court, it would be far worse because of their position. And if I punch my brother in the stomach, it would be wrong. But if I punch my mother in the stomach, it would be far worse because of her position. Well, God is infinitely greater in position and in being. Now, as far as being, if I step on a bug and kill it, it would be no big deal, even though it's life. But if I kill a dog or a cat, it would be far worse. Yet, if I kill a human being, it would be much, much worse. Well, God is infinitely greater in position and in being, therefore deserving of eternal punishment. Now, it took an eternal God to pay for our eternal sin. In addition, God sent the most precious thing He has, His Son. He was beaten and suffered a horrific death on the cross for our sins. Yet many people reject what God values the most. They are in essence saying to God, I do not value your Son. He means nothing to me, so don't bother me with your views. As a matter of fact, people even use His Son's name as a curse word throughout their entire lives. Well, Hebrews 10:29 states, of how much worse of a punishment do you suppose will he be thought worthy who has trampled underfoot the Son of God? Romans 1:18 says that there is a wrath coming on man for his sin. But the good news is in 1 Thessalonians 1:10 it states that Jesus delivered us from that wrath if we trust in Him. You see, there is a court trial coming in heaven at Judgment Day, and God tells us the outcome of the trial ahead of time so that we can prepare and avoid the sentence of death. We won't have to pay the penalty for our sins because Jesus paid it for us, but only if we have trusted in what He did for us. Jesus said He was the only way of salvation in John 14:6. Now, the wisest man that ever lived was King Solomon, except for Jesus. And he said in Proverbs 27:12, the prudent man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. The question I have for you is, will you be the wise man who trusts in Jesus or the simple one who rejects Him?